We started off with Supersonic from Oasis, and then Andreas Johnson and coughing politely in the background. Welcome, Noel Gallagher. All right, matey.
Hello.
We started off with Supersonic there. What do you think when you listen back to that now? Does it make you sort of give it that sort of listen a little intently to it?
I haven't heard that for a while. I thought the guitar sounds really good, but it's just a good song, isn't it?
So you're presently rehearsing, I hear. So you're
rehearsing for the tour. We go away 2 weeks on Friday to Japan.
Right.
For a month, and then back home for a couple of days, and then we're out to Europe, and then off to America.
But you can't wait, can you?
Well, once you get the first gig out of the way, then it's great. You know, the first one will be a bit odd because first ones always are, and then after that we've got Japan's always it's always good because
They scream at you.
Well, no, not only that, you get presents off the fans, and you got good shops over there and stuff like that. And then we come back and we do some gigs in Europe with a band called Cotton Mather, which are our favourite band.
Yeah, brilliant band.
So that's good, and then we go to America with Travis, who are another favourite band. So it's all shaping up to be quite.
Must be pleased with the success of Travis because they've done remarkably well, haven't they?
I'm not as pleased as they are. Like when you hear something. And you just go, yeah, this got it, Yeah. And I remember hearing the first demos years ago now.
Did you take them on tour with you as well? Did you give them some dates?
That was in '97, but I think I heard the stuff around about '96, and the first thing I heard was All I Want to Do Is Rock, and I just thought, yeah, they've got it, and it's good that it's happened for them, really.
Yeah.
But it's good that the label stuck by them after the first record didn't probably do as well as people would have expected. So, but it's good that they stuck by them, and there's paying dividends.
All right, we should take a call. We've got some calls lined up. Hello, who's on line one?
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Hello.
Who's that? Who's that?
It's Noddy Holder.
Noddy Holder, welcome, Noddy Holder.
What a coincidence that you should be the first caller.
Noddy, say hello to Noel.
How are you, Noel?
All right, Skip.
I've got a question for you.
Go on. No, you're not having any more publishing offers.
Well, how did you know that was going to be the question?
You brummies are all the same.
I just wondered when you was going to record another of our songs, that's all.
I don't know, We're still trying to work the chords out to how does it feel. But,
all right, yeah.
We'll get around to it one day. I'm just reading your book at the moment, actually.
Did you pay for it?
I didn't know I got it as a gift.
Oh, naughty.
Well, I've got a signed one, so it's probably.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's probably worth about £4.
I'm so pleased you mentioned How Does It Feel, because I thought it was one of Slade's finest songs, and Noddy knows well. It's a big favourite of mine and stuff.
Probably the finest Slade song, if I may be so bold.
From the film Slade in Flame. Did you listen to a lot of Slade?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can hear it in some might say, can't you?
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, they were definitely one of. My first memories of them is that they just stood out because they just look so odd.
What?
How does that make you feel, Noddy?
Yeah. You looked odd.
I've had worse compliments than that every time.
But
we did look very odd.
Yeah, but there was. I think it's just like loud guitars and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's what we're all about, really. So I get quite annoyed when people always compare Oasis to the Beatles because we always sounded more like Slade anyway, I think.
Yeah. What do you think about that? No, that's a nice comment.
It is a nice compliment. In fact, I went to see the band at Manchester City Football Ground.
So that's where all the rider went, was it?
When you did the big show there, I thought it was a fantastic night. Great atmosphere. The crowd was phenomenal, and the band played a blinder.
And did you pay to get into that gig, Noddy?
I didn't, I'm afraid.
You can't blame him for not paying for your book, then, can you?
Maybe a piece of advice then, because you were around how long as a band, Slade?
25 years.
How many albums and singles?
Oh, we had about 25 albums and about 45 singles.
25 albums. So,
did you ever have a day off or what?
Very rarely.
So what about longevity then for Noel? How do you manage to get through all that in such a short period of time?
Well, we were always pretty good mates, and we had a good laugh when we were on the road, and we always got on well together. I mean, we had our ups and downs, we had Barneys, as any band does, but generally over the years we had a hell of a good time, and we enjoyed playing with one another. I think that's half the battle. If you enjoy playing with one another, you'll get through anything. I think
as well, if you enjoy playing live and the audience enjoy you playing live, I think that you can just carry on. It
gets you over all the hassle then, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, look at the Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? I mean, they're still like pulling them in, aren't they? Because they want to do it, and people want to see them. So.
All right. Well, this is Pete and Geoff. Thank you, Noddy. Thank you once again for joining us.
It's very good to talk to you again, Peter and Jeffrey.
Now we have the odd-looking Noddy Holder.
Okay, no, thanks for that.
See ya,
take care. Take care, yeah.
Noddy Holder from the band, one of those massive bands of the 70s Slate. We're here to celebrate the launch of the Oasis. Ed Holder.
Who's Noddy Holder?
It's lead singer of
What is a
band
noddy
70s,
holder?
Yeah. The new Oasis album is called Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, and we're going to play track 6. This is Gas Panic on Virgin Radio. Classic tracks, today's best music. This is Nighttime on Virgin Radio. This is Pete and Geoff. We have Noel Gallagher. We're celebrating the launch of the new album, the release of the album, which is out on the 28th of February, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants. And that was a selection of yours from Travis, one of your favourite bands. You're taking out on tour to the States, did you say?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, get your microphone on.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And Cotton Mather as well, it was another favourite band. We'll play a track of those.
Cotton Mather are doing some gigs in Europe. I think we've got 3 gigs before we do a proper tour, and yeah, so we're looking forward to that. I mean, it's always good for us. I mean, we've always had really good support bands, no matter where we've played. It just gives us something to do between the sound check and the gig, really.
Yeah.
But it'd be good to see Fran and them, because the last time we've seen them, they were sort of just about to happen. And
They've got to bigger things now, haven't they?
Interesting to see how many grey hairs they've got.
Well, by the time they finish with you in the States, they were probably totally grey, aren't they? I would have thought.
Well, by the time Liam's had his wicked way with all of them,
When you say that,
any hair left.
you know that song we played before, Gas Panic. That's your that was your coming off drugs song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you said you're off the drink as well.
When I'm working, yeah.
How's that?
Well,
How'd you find? No, I stopped for a week in December and I felt so boring. I felt I'd stay in all the time.
well, you know, I just can't do it when I'm drunk anymore, I'm afraid. It's as simple as that, you know.
Fingers all over the place.
Well, it's just motivation, isn't it? You just can't be bothered when you're drunk, can you? I can't, anyway.
Okay.
But,
That is my motivation.
yeah.
You're obviously famous for a lot of quotes and stuff. Headline making quotes.
Soundbite Noel, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're going to do a rent a quote. So you've got from 1p to £1,000 to buy back any quote you've ever said. We'll give you some quotes and you've got to give us a price for that quote.
Price, yeah.
Oh, go on then, yeah.
Okay, quote number 1, Noel. With every song that I write, I compare it to the Beatles. The thing is, they got there before me. If I'd been born at the same time as John Lennon, I'd have been up there.
That's true.
So
True?
how
That's true. You can keep that one.
Right.
all right,
Right.
okay, all right.
Number 2, there's never been a cool keyboard player apart from Elton John.
Yeah, I'll take that one back.
How much for?
How much more?
Oh, I get 50p.
All right, who else?
Who else is a cool keyboard player?
Yeah. Him out of the Thompson Twins.
I'm struggling to think of any. The geezer out of Spencer Davis Group.
Clint Boone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clint was pretty. Well, I wouldn't say he was cool, but he was a nice guy, though.
Billy Preston?
Yeah, Billy Preston, he was cool.
Yeah. Quote 3 now, let's see if we can get a price tag on this. The guitarist I've got a lot of time for. The drummer I've never met. I hear he's a nice guy. The bass player and the singer, I effing hate the two of them. Is that a true quote?
Was that about Liam and them?
I'm not too sure. Who you describing it? Who would
I don't know what you mean.
Blur,
by that.
oh, yeah,
Oh, was
okay.
it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know the one. Yeah, I'll have that one back. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
I'll take it back from whatever.
All right, we'll give you a quid for it.
Yeah.
And final one. Our version of I Am the Walrus is better than the Beatles version.
I never said that. That was Liam that said that. Wasn't it?
Oh,
there
you
we go.
badly researched.
No, it wasn't me that said that. I would never say anything like
What's
that.
the last CD you listened to, Noel?
What current one?
Yeah, the last CD we may have one in the car coming over tonight.
Probably would have been. I'm listening to a lot of stuff that we've done in America because I've got to approve it before it goes out on the radio. But apart from
Right.
that, would have been the Primal Scream album, probably.
All right, and what do you think of the which is the last release on Creation Records as well?
Yeah, which is quite fitting actually. That's why we didn't really want. That was one of the reasons for not having our album out on Creation, because we thought it wouldn't be right really, because Primal Scream was so associated with Creation and Alan that we thought that honour should go to them really. But I think that their album is just incredible, and I think that the stuff that Kevin Shields has done with them on that album is just. I mean, it's just mega. I think at the moment they're probably the best that there is at the moment.
All right, so it's a recommended go out and buy album.
It's Noel's record of the week.
Buy 2 of it.
All right, you've especially recorded a couple of acoustic tracks here, and we're going to play the acoustic version of Who Feels Love. This is Nighttime on Virgin. Classic tracks, today's best music. This is Nighttime on Virgin Radio. That's an acoustic version of Who Feels Love from the album Standing on the Shoulder of Giants with me, Noel Gallagher, and of course Geoff Lloyd. And you can see us via the World Wide Web, www.virginradio.com.
So they were moaning on the Chris Evans show this morning that you came on this show and not on their show. And they're saying we had to ask you one question.
What's that?
said whenever you're in the papers, you're always spotted out shopping with Meg.
Yeah.
How much does Meg shop?
Every time she's out.
How much of her time does she spend shopping?
No more than anyone else, really.
You see, it's no wonder they didn't do that show. That's the best question they come up with.
Well, the reason I don't do his show is because he slags her off. And the reason I don't do his show is he'd probably get fat lip if I ever seen him.
Oh, the boxing gloves are on, I say. So what do you think of the chances of promotion for Manchester City? I think it's probably a bad move if they go straight up. Because
yeah, it'd be nice if they went up for champions because then you get a trophy. It'd be even nicer if we win the playoffs because you get a little trophy, but if we go second place, don't get no trophy and then come straight back down, it'd be a bit...
You think it's going to make a big difference then if they do get promoted into the big stadium? You think it's all going to work out?
I don't see, like, Main Road is such a... I mean, it's such a... Without getting too deep, you know, it's such a spiritual place, isn't it? You know, it's just... Because that's where, like, Colin Bell played, isn't it, and all that. And it's... I don't really think they should move, but... You know, it's all big business these days, isn't it? You know, it's not about the fans anymore or anything like that. It's
just think you nearly got involved in a financial way at one stage.
No, well, what it was, they wanted us to put our name on the shirts, and but we don't actually own the rights to put Oasis on any garments in England because the women's clothing chain owns that.
Right.
So they were having nothing to do with it. So we were saying, well, you can't use the band's name if we ain't getting any money for it. So there was talk of it, and then there was talk of us buying shares, but you know.
It's all worked out well, though, hasn't it? I mean,
well, yeah, but it's I mean, could you see me in the boardroom at Main Road with a pint of Guinness in one hand?
I would have liked it for a while. It'd have been fun for a while, I'm sure. But
I think we probably would have probably got voted off the board after about a week.
Well, at least you got there. But
yeah,
Geoff.
So still a massive Beatles fan. Still read all the books and.
I've just about read them all now. I've not really. It's sort of lost, you know, all that the memorabilia thing has lost its appeal now. I mean, I've probably got most of it now.
Is that because you couldn't have it before and you can now?
Yeah, now you can. Yeah.
So last time you were on, you picked Tomorrow Never Knows, so you're not allowed to pick that this time. We'll play any Beatles song for you after the break.
Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter after the break.
Christopher Evans.
Oh, baby! Breakfast on Virgin. Stand by for surprises.
Classic tracks, today's best music. This is Nighttime on Virgin Radio, and a selection of Noel Gallagher, Helter Skelter from the Beatles, and here comes it back for that.
Here they come again.
Here they come again for the final time. So we're going to take some calls now. We've got another choice from you coming up a little bit later on. All right. So we're going to take some calls?
Yeah, so your questions to Noel Gallagher. Hello, who's on line one?
Hello, line one.
This will be Chris Evans, no doubt.
Hello, are you there in Blackpool?
Yes,
Hello. Who's that?
hello.
Who's that?
Hello.
Who is it?
Hello, no.
Hello.
Who's calling?
This is Lily.
Hello, Lily.
Hello, Lily, in Blackpool.
So, do you have a question for Noel Gallagher, Lily?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Go on. Okay, Lily.
Hello.
In your own time, your question.
Come on, love, plug your pacemaker in.
Come on, Lil.
A question for Noel. Do you have a question for Noel, Lily?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hello, no.
Hello, love.
Now and no.
Yes.
You have been criticised in the past by your peers
Yeah.
for only utilising 3 chords
That's right, yeah.
throughout your songs.
Yeah.
What steps have you taken to diversify your sound?
I'm still trying to learn a 4th one, Lil, but I mean, I didn't go to college or anything like that, so, you know.
I've always thought that the use of the G7 augmented fifth used with the split. What are you laughing at?
Oh dear. Is that your favourite?
Well, I'm glad somebody's enjoying themselves.
Is that your favourite chord, Lily? Your chord?
Pardon?
Is that D7 your favourite chord?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Alright, hello, line 2.
Hello, line 2.
Oh, dear.
Hello, do we go to Hounslow now?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, this is me, Betsy from Hounslow.
Hello, Betty from Hounslow.
Oh.
Have you got a question for Noel?
Yes, please.
Go on then.
Right, before I ask my question, I would like to tell Noel that I've been a fan since '93 when I saw him at the Walter Rats. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
No.
Anyway, I thought...
Hey, you weren't the girl I met in the toilets on the water.
Okay.
Was that you?
No, anyway.
Anyway,
Okay.
Betty.
Betty.
I thought your
was
songs
you.
were full of passion then, Noel.
What's that, love?
And you really spoke to our generation.
What, your
Right,
generation?
yeah,
I spoke to your
I'm
generation, darling. I would have been a prophet if I'd done
I'm
that.
75 and I'm a fan of Noel's, right?
All right, okay, Betty.
Right.
Okay,
Right, my question.
Yeah.
Do you still feel the same excitement about making music that you did back then? Or are you blasé about it now?
Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I do still feel the same excitement, but to a lesser extent.
I know what you're laughing at. I bet you think to yourself, yeah, I like the money.
And you guys don't actually know what I'm laughing at.
I'm going to say, you're not taking me serious, are
We
you?
are. Of course we are, Betty.
Oh, go on then. Well, do you still feel the same? You know, you still love it and...
Yeah, of course I do, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, keep on then, won't you? Keep playing.
I'll try.
All right, thank you, Betty.
It's been lovely talking to you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Betty.
And
Bye-bye.
time for one more call. Hello, who's on line 3?
He's just got Albert from...
Who's that on line 3 in,
Line three.
in Warrington?
Yes, it's me, Arthur.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello.
You're through to
Hello,
Noel.
boys.
Hello.
Hello, Noel.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, lovely.
Go.
As we all know, Andy Bell's one of Britain's best guitarists. First with Lloyd, and then he had Hurricane at number 1.
That's right, yeah.
How has he adapted to the bass? Tell me.
He's doing all right. He's fitting in quite nicely, and I'll send him your regards, Albert.
All right, does that answer your question, Arthur?
Arthur, sorry.
That's the question. Have you got it?
Yep. Hey, he's
Thank you for your time, Arthur.
Okay.
Did that answer your question okay?
Yeah, well, you answered it, yeah, but the one thing I wanted to know, as a bass player, what is the easiest notes to play? Is it C, F, and G?
It's
On bass.
it's G, C, and D.
Yeah, that's the easiest one, is it?
It's the easiest one for me.
All right.
Well, good luck with the bass lessons, Arthur.
Now, I'm an accordion player, me, for the last 14 years.
Really?
So therefore,
You haven't got your accordion there, have you?
I'll give you a tune, mate.
I'm better off than you, see, because I can play mine.
Did you play the accordion on Broken Stones by Paul Weller?
No,
Are you sure?
Have you ever played on stage, Arthur?
You sound
I've
about as
played
old
on
as
the
him.
stage many a time.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we'll talk to you again.
Yeah.
All right, thank you,
I've got a singing wife as well.
All right.
You're a lucky man in so many ways.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Arthur in Warrington.
There we go.
And all our great callers.
A
Thank
good
you.
cross-section of the general public with questions for Noel Gallagher.
All right, we have another selection of Noel Gallagher coming after the break. We're going to be listening to Cotton Mather with a selection of Noel's calls She's Only
just
Cool.
like that was a wind-up, wasn't it, all?
No. Oh, your fans, mate.
Oh, I'm not having that, no.
It's a little set up that now, I must say.
Very good, though, very good. I have
very
to say,
funny.
man, yeah.
So, Noel Gallagher here with us. This is Nighttime on Virgin. Classic tracks, today's best music. That is number 1. And obviously, pleased now that everything seems to be going according to plan. You've got new members. The album's out on the 28th. So, you're reasonably happy with the way things are at the minute?
Considering all the stuff we've been through over the last 6 months, yeah.
You and Liam getting on all right now? Is that coming together? You
Yeah.
know, rehearsals and stuff?
Yeah, when he turns up.
All right, I've got some email questions, Geoff. Have we?
Yeah, some questions that have been emailed in to finish.
All right, no, we'll just do these before we finish off. What did your mum get you for Christmas?
Oh, no.
No, she's
no,
listening.
hang
She's
on a
distraught.
minute, hang on a minute. Not the faintest idea.
Oh,
All right, okay. What's your PIN number?
What, I mean, credit card, I'm not going to tell you.
All right, okay.
All right, which one of Meg's mates do you fancy the most?
I don't fancy any of them, mates.
All right.
Do you swear like a trooper?
Absolutely.
Would you rather be buried or cremated?
I'd rather be buried.
Okay.
Do you like rabbits?
Rabbits? I've got loads in the garden now, so I'd have to say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's in your gang?
I haven't got a gang, really.
Oh.
The wife and the kid.
All right.
Did you get that flu?
I did, yeah.
How long did you have it for?
I had it I had it really bad for a couple of days, and then about a week afterwards it was sort of not
All
too
right.
bad.
Who's more famous than you?
Jesus and Elvis.
And finally, what's your philosophy?
Don't know. Have a good time all the time. I don't know. Philosophy, don't know.
Oh, Gallagher from that
I'll
band.
tell you
That
what.
band,
I'll tell you
go
what.
on.
My
Okay.
philosophy is neither confirm nor deny anything.
All right, okay. Can you confirm that as your philosophy?
No comment.
Noel Gallagher from Oasis, thank you for joining us. The album is out on the 28th, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, and number one this week and touring throughout Europe and Britain throughout the year. Nice one, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And,
Hong Kong, where East meets West and Old meets New. The home of great food, nightlife, shopping, and martial arts. Keep it on Virgin Radio all this week for your chance to win a trip of a lifetime. From Chris Evans in the morning to Pete and Geoff at night, we're giving away 5 holidays a day to the most exciting city of the East, Hong Kong. Just listen out for your cue to call, answer a simple question, and you could be flying Cathay Pacific to Hong Kong. To make things easier, we've sent Suggs there to find out what makes the city tick.
Hello, Suggs here. Listen out for my guide to Hong Kong.
Check out his reports throughout the day, and you might just find he has the answers to our questions. Fight your way out of the winter blues with Hong Kong, City of Life, all this week on Virgin Radio.